Hello, how are we doing? I've made a boo-boo. I've worn a green t-shirt. What a tool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, screen. That's gonna really trip people out, that isn't it? Jesus. Yeah, I do apologise, and I'm far too lazy to go upstairs and change. So deal with it. Sorry, guys. So, what are we going to do today? We have, I think we're going to do some IFR circuits at the lovely EGNX, East Midlands. I think we'll do them in the 321. So, here we are, just sorting out some stuff. I've updated BVAI, or FLAI as it is now, I think, for the model matching, and I thought I had it, but clearly I didn't. I've gone and downloaded the UK 2000 East Midlands scenery. Free one for now, at least. And we'll see what it's like, but I can see myself buying this. Although I'm hoping the BA Virtual gets back up and running reasonably soon. I don't really know what the crack is with that. It's still work in progress, I believe, which will then sort of make East Midlands completely pointless. But we can certainly still do stuff like this. So where do we want to park up? We probably want to park... Well, let's go with stand 11 if it's on there, which it's not. Brilliant. What do we got? 14. We can take 14. Oh yeah, 14 will do. 14 at East Mids. We're not going to fly a trike. I have our circuits in a trike. Yeah, why not? We've got East Midlands ground on. I'm not even going to attempt to. Well, no, I clearly am. Alex Nizeski. I've probably absolutely ruined that. But Alex, thank you very much. We'll be seeing you soon. For some reason he's got an ATIS on, but London Control, it's only London Control West, which doesn't cover East Midlands, so I'm not entirely sure what the do is there. Let's fly Monarch livery. We've not flown Monarch livery before. So we'll fly some Monarch. We're going to go 50% in the tanks. We don't need that much. And we're going to be empty. Pretty much. Cool. Right, fly now. Let's get it loaded. Yeah, cool. So... call sign will be Mon, won't it, for Monarch? Bit retro. Obviously, they don't exist anymore. Ivy, you can tell I mean serious business. Hey, let's flick joystick cam on. Joystick cam, where are you? There you are. Kill the center screen. Oops. Yeah, I've actually re-screwed down my my stuff, so you know I mean business today. I've actually found the screws. They found them. They were there. They weren't very far away. But yeah, I found my drill, more importantly. So no excuses now. No excuses whatsoever. It is just me and the plane. So if I chuff it up, it is entirely my fault. It's always been my fault, but I've always had proper racing driver excuses to get away with it. I'm convincing myself here more than you guys, but there we go. So yeah, almost there, 70%. So V-Pilot, we're going to want IFR EGNX, divert of EGCC. The equipment code for A321. That's some equipment codes. Choosing your equipment code. Basically everything, aren't we? L, that's it. Equipment code is L. Departure time in Zulu is going to be, what, 1300 now. Let's just stick 1300. I know that's not Zulu, but it doesn't really matter. No one looks at it on Euroscope. And I am, exciting times, now transferred back to VAT UK. And I was doing some ground controlling yesterday at East Midlands. Why is my stuff not working? Pulled the cable out, that'll do it. Ah, there we go. And we will be doing some controlling on stream. We had actually a new streamer I've not come across before, Captain Canada, at East Mids, which was quite cool. Right, first things first then, we want cold and dark. So let's pop this out. Oh god, it's a while since I've used the bus. Data, aircraft status, no, it wasn't that one. McDo menu. No, not that one, but we'll do that anyway. Oh, it's on McDo 2, isn't it? McDo, let's go to that. Aircraft state, load, cold and dark. Oh, which of course turns that off, so I can't do any more settings. That's bad. So I'm just going to quickly connect to VATSIM. So, sorry, you're not going to hear that. A321, connect. File flight plan, done. Right, okay. Happy days. So, first things first then, we will get the B82 res on, the Bata res. Or EGNX tower just came on. It hasn't. So batteries going on. External power going on. We can flick adheres to nav. That's something I will forget. We can go to McDo both. Still need to set up a little keypad for chase plane. I haven't done that. So we're going to set that as default. Front left is open. We've got no cargo, so I'm not worried about that. Load fuel. So packs is 0. Cargo is 0. Yeah, we'll start boarding 0 packs. Actual 2.42. I thought we went with 50% fuel. Tell you what, we'll put 10 tons seems a bit excessive, but we'll put 10 tons in. So we've at least got a little bit of weight going on. I should really calculate that. But I'm lazy, so I'm not going to. Checklist will be on. Because I've not flown the Monarch before, I do need to go through this and just sort all these out. Auto rudders off, that's good. Flight data recorder, I don't really care. ATC needs to be off. GPWS crew, that's all on. External power should be on. Right, so that's good. So we're going EGNX to EGNX. Okay. Flight number is Monarch 261. Cost index of 20. Cruise flight level. Well, it's not going to be a flight level, but it's probably going to be... Oh, well, no, I can tell you what it's going to be. 3,000 feet. No. 3,000. Block fuel is 10 tons, as we've just done. And there we are on there so far. Be a flat 1 takeoff. There we go. Transition is not relevant really. So that is fine. So init's done. So what we need then is flight plan. We need the arrival, ILS 27. And that'll do. We can turn the displays on. We need them. They'll be useful. Okay, that's them doing their stuff. Local QNH is 1017. So that's in there. Right, because we've done cold and dark, I actually need to pay attention to the buttons I'm clicking up here now. Okay, so flight control's on, that's fine. GPWS is on, we don't need any of that. We will be doing a flat 3 landing, so I'll arm that when we get to that stage. Fuel pumps can come on. Again, is we've got fault because the engines aren't on. Same with the packs. APU bleed can come on. Yeah, whatever. Anti-ice, the probe heat can come on. We will flip those on. Ah, that's a bit better, isn't it? We can see what we're doing now. Nav lights can come on. Seatbelt signs. Not that they really matter. Doors can be armed as well at this stage. It's a bit early, but APU master can come on, but we don't need to start it just yet. So radios can come on. We are over to ground on 121.9er. So 121.9er, and then we'll be over to Unicom. He shouldn't hand us over to London West because London West doesn't control East Mids. But we'll play that game when we get there. So that's on manual, that's on system 1, that's on, that'll be weather and turbulence. Tilt can stay where it is, engines are off. TA only for now. Let's receive only. So we're still fueling up at the moment. Don't need to do any of that. Our anti-skid is where on the bus? I forget where anti-skid is. Oh, it's there. It's right in front of me. Oh, and it's already on by default. Okay, well that's fine. Our runway heading is 269. Our maximum speed, I think, is 210. Probably not going to need all of that, but we'll have it. And then we're going to be up to 3,000 feet. So that's that. Arc is on. That's all fine. That needs to be 101.7. Not that I ever look at that, but just in case we did have some sort of crazy failure. Clock can come on for now. And we are on ground. I don't know why he's got an ATIS up. So let's have a look at aircraft and scenery that we've got and compare this to yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, was it? A few days ago. So yeah, this is the UK 2003 version, so obviously it's very, very limited. But we have got buildings sort of in the correct place. There's the ground control, there's the main tower. There's the DHL building over there. Yeah, I'm going to end up buying the proper pack, I think. It's only 17 quid. Might have to just wait till payday, though. Thing with these mids that, really, I should be doing this in X-Plane. FSX can only have flat runways. It's hard-coded in, it can only do that. East Mids has got a very pronounced dip, which does make landing and taking off a little bit interesting. It's more like a ski ramp on takeoff, so takeoff's not too bad. But landing, obviously you're landing on the downhill unless you get a long landing and you're landing on the uphill, which is a bit interesting. What we will do is we'll key in some radio navigation aids. So EME, so East Midlands East, is 3535. 353.5. EME, correct. Our ILS frequency is 10935 on a course of 269. So the procedure says we climb out runway heading and then we turn right to intercept the East Midlands NDB. And then from there, we descend to above 2,000 feet on a course of 089. No, that's bullshit, can't be. Oh, 089 for the hold. So, no, we want to break away. And that should tell you what heading you want there. But it's going to be, well, eyeballing that, that's 30 degrees off, due east. Maybe a bit more. That's what it was, 120 and change. So we're on ADFs then. Don't really need Honolulu. In fact, yes, so it's just NDB. It's just the NDB and the ILS then. Okay. Ah, right. Well, we'll have a play with that. That's quite interesting. So our decision height then, we can get that in. Oh, can we get that in this early? I don't think we can, actually. No, we can't. Oh, yeah, next phase. There's climb, there's cruise, there's descent. So landing is 1017. Current temperature, it's not particularly warm now, it's 17 degrees. Transition is irrelevant. Winds are currently 2109 knots. It's not raining at the moment here. Let's check what the ATIS says. Yeah, not raining. And our decision is a whopping 72 feet radio. Your landing config 3 for touch and goes. And the go around looks reasonably sensible. So we are going to have to key in a departure of runway 27, get our performance, which is there now. So we've got our V speeds, that's good to see. So we can key in the East Midlands NDB onto there. and we want to be at 3,000 feet. A maximum of 210 knots. So we can insert that. We can now we now need to delete that, don't we? And now we can have a look-see at the chart. And I can see, so if we have a look on this now then. So there's 27, we're going to fly out. Sorry, that's 27 this way. Of course it is, yeah, 27. So we're taking off to the right, and then we're going to swing. That wants us to swing a left-hand turn. I assume it will recalculate that. I wonder if you can hard code that. I'm sure you probably can. But we'll do that manually, so. Right, checklist. So fuel is done. So we can go over to checklists, cockpit preparation checklist.
Okay, let's start with the cockpit preparation checklist. Batteries, both on. Electrical
Venkatesh, hope I pronounced that right. I am the Green Giants, the Jolly Green Giant. This is the Aerosoft.
Checked. Parking brake off.
Thought saw another aircraft then.
Checked position. Speed brake
we need to close the doors.
Retracted. Thrust levers. Idle.
The door.
Transponder mode. Checked. Standby. Radio control panel on. ECAM recall.
The cabin is secure. All
the cabin is secure with all no checked. People on board.
Anti-skid on. Flight director on. Emergency lights checked and armed. No smoking signs. Set
as soon as he stops talking, I'll call up ground.
Off. Probes and window heat.
Oh, on. London control's gone off now anyway, so.
Checked. Ventilation panel is checked. Electrics panel checked. Fuel pumps on. Hydraulics is checked. Accumulator brake pressure checked. EGWPS on. EFCS on. ADAS checked. Emergency equipment.
So if I start up a poo,
checklist complete.
Then we can pretty much request push and start straight away. Asking closed doors. Oh, I did that. There we go, it's going now.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
East Midlands ground. Good afternoon, Monarch 261.
Checklist. Windows and doors closed and locked.
Hello, Monarch 261. Currently sat at stand 14. Requesting clearance for IFR circuits, please.
Seven. One. Set on. Checklist complete.
Right, sorry, I was swapping between views to try and get some quiet, so the feedback on the mic, so the controller's not going spaz.
Alright, Monarch 261, after the watch for runway 27, you're going to maintain runway heading out for those 23,000, 4564.
Okay, clear for IFR circuits, maintain runway heading, not above altitude 3,000 feet, and squawk 4564 for Monarch 261.
Monarch 261, correct. Report ready for
We're ready for push and start now, please. Monarch 261.
Monarch 261 start approved, time 14, facing.
Time 14, pushback approved, facing east, Monarch 261. Right, so start push, facing east. So we want to go left. So unlike the Dash 8, we want to push to the right.
Flight deck to ground.
Really confusing.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, ground. We have ATC clearance for push and start now. Please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Roger.
So pedal disconnect.
The ground equipment and stairs are clear, all doors are closed. Steering plane is in position and we're ready when you are, Captain.
Start pushback.
Roger, sir. Please release it.
Back and brake released.
Start and push back. You can start both engines at your discretion, Captain.
Is okay. Starting engine 2.
Is okay. A lovely livery though, isn't it? Oh, who's this time? We've got an EXS, Jet 2. 1 Alpha Charlie, going to Liao. Should know where that is, but I can't remember. So, waiting for the M1 to come up. Don't know why the chap said maintain runway heading, but yeah. So I'll be over to my own navigation now. Don't know who she's talking to. We haven't got any passengers. That's a funny.
Engine 2 stabilised.
So that's a funny
Starting engine 1.
bug, I suppose. In that, if we've got no passengers, surely it should twig the fact that it doesn't need to do the cabin announcements, but I don't know. So engine 2 coming alive. Waiting for that N2 to spool up. It's pushing us wherever the chuff it wants to at the moment. Alright, we'll go with it. Must be some dodgy doings with the AFCAD file.
Engine 1 stabilised.
Excellent.
Pushback is complete, Captain.
Good, Simon.
Please set your parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
So APU can come off.
Okay then, Captain. Tow bar disconnected. You know steering plane is removed. All clear. Signal on the right. Have a good one, sir.
Oh, didn't want to pull the compass down. Go away. Taxi lights can come on. Strobes can go to auto.
The after start checklist. Engine mode
excuse
selector.
me.
Checked normal. APU bleed. Set off. APU master. Off. Ground spoilers. Set.
Oh yeah.
Rudder trim. Checked 0. Pitch trim.
Good question. Hang on. So I'm going with the default here of 0.8. Is it minus 0.8? So long since I've flown this blooming plane. Up 0.8.
Pitch trim. Checked.
Ah, I
Flight
have to
controls.
wait for him to redo his thing. So, pull up.
Full left. Full right.
We'll do it your order.
Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Rudder.
Oh no, is it not liking my rudder limits? you suck. You suck.
Full left.
Ah.
Full right. Neutral.
Oh, that's interesting.
Check. Flaps.
That one.
Flaps 1. Ecam status. Checked. Ecam door page. Checked. Hand signal. Received. Checklist complete.
Right, 261, one is unit call, 136, may have a safe IFR status, yes, bye-bye.
Yeah, cheers over to Unicom. Thanks for the ATC. I'm on at 261. Alright, so he's buggering off. He's just put that he's back. I think he keyed in his wrong alias. So we're over to Unicom. The Jet 2's not going to bother us. There's no other aircraft here. So we will go straight out and then over to Romeo, sorry. We won't swing a left on Quebec.
And the taxi checklist.
For incoming aircraft, not that there are any.
Nose lights. Taxi. Brake checks. Pedal pressed. Checked. 0. Check. Auto brake. Max. Takeoff data. Reviewed. FCU.
Oh, it's funny using
Checked.
the pedals to
Flight
taxi.
instruments.
So I'm
Checked.
been flying the Crash 8 a lot.
Set. Checklist complete.
Which you use the ailerons to taxi. Well, the aileron axis, should I say. Controls the tiller. Tell you what, we're going a little bit sprightly here, aren't we? Let's nip that in the bud. Got no passengers, so you can throw it around. Yeah, so these taxiways are a lot nicer than default, as is not particularly surprising. Model action is going spaz with the BMIs. I guess that's probably because BMI doesn't exist anymore. I don't know. I'm going to toggle inbound and outbound flights. We've got, what have we got? No other aircraft bar that Jet 2 to worry about. We'll attempt to stay somewhere near the centre line. I do think Monarch used to do some flight training here. Whether it was in the 21, I don't think so. I think it was probably more 7.3s. I'm not too clued up on Monarch. I know I used to see him flying, doing circuits every now and then. Round by me. Well, the green screen really is ripping out on this, isn't it? So before takeoff checklist, we
Flight
can go
attendants,
to
seats for takeoff, please. Before takeoff checklist.
and before I forget it, we'll do landing
Checked.
flap 3.
Brake fans off. Engine mode selector.
Come on, let's
Checked.
get near a centre
Normal.
line here.
TCAS.
Better.
TARA, tilt above. Exterior lights. Set on. Sliding tables. Stowed. Stow. Checklist complete.
So, dab of the brakes, slow us down for the turn, straight onto the runway, and we'll do a rolling takeoff. Yeah, this scenery is much nicer. And for freeware as well. Aye, aye, aye.
Approaching.
Yeah, have a look on the UK 2000 site for screenshots of the Payware one. It does look rather sexy. Oh, I just wish you could have gradiented runways. Oh man, really do.
On runway 27.
So brakes away. Thrust to take off.
Take off. Manflex, SRS and runway.
Check.
Check. Power set.
We haven't got SRS actually. Why haven't we got SRS? They're not available here.
100 knots.
Oh,
Checked.
bumpity bumpity.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate. Whoa, there we go. Don't rip the tail. Look at that crosswind. Hi, hi, hi. So positive right gear should be coming up. Yeah, there it is. Lovely. So autopilot
is going on.
3,000 feet. And over to the charts. It'll be a right turn out to the NDB.
Gear is up, lights off.
I am going to stay in managed speed.
And flap 0. Speed check, flap 0.
No, don't go left, go right.
Climb thrust. And the after takeoff checklist. Engine mode selector.
Yeah, climb thrust.
Checked, normal. Spoilers. Disarmed. Flaps. Checked, retracted. Landing gear. Gear up, lights off. Exterior lights. Set off. Packs. Both on. Anti-ice. Off. TCOS. Checked. Altimeter. 1017. 017. Checked. Checklist complete.
017. So we'll keep turning round towards the NDB, which is where this green arrow is pointing towards. I don't know if you can do NDB nav on this. I'm sure you probably can. So I was hoping it would probably recalculate us, but it doesn't seem like it wants to. Keep the turn going. There we are, round about to the NDB now. 205 knots, that's looking good. We can go a bit slower, dot speed is a bit lower. So actually let's go to the dot speed, let's go to managed. We'll fly over the NDB, which is somewhere south of Ratcliffe. Let's go and look for that actually, since it's only up the road for me. Just nudge that over so we're pretty much tracking straight to that NDB. Weirdly isn't showing up on there. That's probably VORs only, I don't know. EGNX final 27, touch and go. Get that ready to smash onto VATSIM when the time comes. Yeah, there's a bit of wind. Certainly a bit of wind that we can see. We're crabbing. I wonder what happens if I click manage mode. No, don't want to do that. So we overfly the NDB at 3,000 feet, and then I'm going to guesstimate around about 125, heading 125, leaving the NDB. Just keep that lined up a little bit. There's mighty Loughborough, that's where I live, somewhere down there-ish. Somewhere there. Oh, and actually 125 is looking like pretty much our course. We can see the NDB needle now spinning round, so it's going to fall over. And at this point we can now begin our descent down to 2,000 feet. Activate the approach. Hopefully this is taking us to the ILS and not back to the NDB. Yes, that is correct. I think the checklist has got confused because we never actually got to cruise. Maybe, don't know. We'll flick the landing system on. We've got flap 3 is engaged. And round we go. Why is it saying speed brake? I don't know, why is the speed brake out? It shouldn't be out. So round we come. You can see East Midlands over there. Fairly nice simple procedure, particularly in the bus. It's really, really easy. All the fly-by-wire goodness. Yes, what a lovely view. Oh, I'd love to do circuits at East Mids in a big plane like this. Lovely. So I'm going to get that back to 269 for after the touch and go, so it's ready to pull out. We can activate the approach mode. Second autopilot
is on.
So we didn't quite make the turn there, interestingly. So we'll go flaps 1. It's clearly getting very confused here. And we'll go gear down. Auto brakes will stay off. Touch and go. And we'll take flap 2. No,
Second autopilot is
I
on.
was right the first time. So we got GS and lock in blue. Means we haven't quite captured them yet. But they are armed. Go flap 3. We're going to have to drop this down, otherwise we're going to lose the glide. It's going to be a very late capture here. I'm letting it, so I want to see what it does if I just let it do its thing and not intervene too much. So we're pretty much coming down on the glide. We just need to nudge that up a smidge. Localizer's coming in now. Waiting for glide slope and lock to go green to say we've actually captured it. It's going to be a late capture, but we're all right. It's an acute enough angle that this should be fine for the autopilot. Glide's looking good. Come on, I'm hoping it's going to capture it sometime soon.
1,000.
There it is. Localizer captured. We're just below the glide captured, so we've got alt dot lock dot. So now I can throw that back up to 3,000 feet. And reset that. So we're on the localizer, we're on the glide. So just remembered I didn't call final. There we go. Where is that jet to? Is he still parked up?
500. 400.
Yeah, he's still parked up there, look. Oh, this wind's a bit fruity.
300.
So we've got land.
200. 100 above.
So still completely
100.
hands off.
Minilandi.
Continue.
60, 50, 40, 30,
And there's
20.
the auto flare.
Retard.
Manual maximum continuous thrust.
Long landing. Long landing.
And back up we go.
Autopilot is going on.
Climb thrust. Straight ahead to DME 8.8 or 3,000 feet, whichever is earlier. Flat 1. Climb to cruise. And flaps away. And we can swing right back to the NDB. When I say more drag, I don't think we do need more drag, do we? So I wonder why the checklists clearly got very confused. Excuse me. Because you're not going round to the NDB. It's saying climb to cruise. I'm sure I keyed in 3,000 feet. But we're in approach phase, so why would you climb to cruise level if you're in the approach phase? I think there's some dodgy logic going on there. It's not quite idiot proof. See, the speed brakes randomly come out. Why has it done that? Oh. We got the gear. That's why we practice. We get good. Get V-Pilot ready to rock and ruin. Okay, and back we go. Attempt number 2. Let's see if we can make it better. Let's see if we can capture the ILS a bit easier. Remember to put the gear up on rollout. On rollout, that would be a bad idea. On takeoff, and also we want to get the flaps back up to flaps 1 whilst we're still on the runway before we apply the power. So here we are, flying, cutting across the approach path as per the procedure. Passing Ratcliffe Power Station down there. This is is that Kegworth? No, Kegworth's further on. Oh, I can't remember, my geography's pants. How close are we to the NDB? We're not far off. I'm wondering if we can see it on the ground. They are all there. DORs, NDBs and everything, so they are there that you can see them. I will wait for it to start falling over. A few miles away from it yet. As a guesstimate. Quite a big plane to be doing touch and goes in, obviously, 321, but that's good fun. Good to practice. And we've just got a Manchester Tower, Liverpool Tower on. Quite a few ground controllers. Nothing here at East Mids though. So I think the NDB's down here somewhere. Can't see it. Yeah, we're pretty much on it now. Is that it? Oh. I think that might be it. I don't know, I'm not zoomed in enough. So we're going to fly out for a little bit here. Now we do want to go out, I think, to 130 this time because we didn't turn quite tight enough. Now, how do you deactivate the approach phase? I don't think you can you? No, alright, well, manual it is then. We'll start swinging around back to the NDB. .269 we're looking for, and we can start our descent to 2,000 feet. We'll take flat 1.
2,500.
We're below the glide this time, that's good. Keep the turn going.
2,500.
Bless you. And we're perpendicular. So right angles to the airfield. Left of Ratcliffe, there it is. We'll take flap 2, nice and early, and activate the approach.
Second autopilot is on.
Oh, and we got Lockstar straight away. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good shit right there. Now watch it oscillate because we've... oh no, we're not too bad actually. That was much better doing it manually than the auto. So we'll arm the spoilers. We'll go gear down. Still below the glide. Cabin crew seats for landing. If you're here. Reckon we've got everything we want up here done. Yes, we have. We'll take flap 3 now. Wait. Oh. Flap 3. There we go. Which will be our foot. So that's landing configuration now. Quite high nose up, isn't it? Very high nose up. Well, there's Lockstar. One sec. That's alright. The washing machine, I thought the cat was tearing something up. So Lockstar, so there we go, full lock on both autopilots are on, we're in landing configuration. This is all going rather nice this time round. Let's even turn the markers on, shall we? Markers. I do like having markers on. The XS833's having a bit of a hoo-ha on that sim. That's not the Jet 2 that we've got to worry about. He's still parked up, is he? Oh no, he's nearly at the hold. Oops. Right, so that's final called. So he knows we're here. As soon as he's tuned in. We can get 269 in there, ready to rock and roll. We can get 3000 in there, ready to rock and roll.
1000.
Okay.
Approaching 27.
Just going to make sure he doesn't pull out. No, he is. He's holding at Alpha 1. Or that looks like Alpha 2, actually. He's fighting the wind here. Our approach speed is probably a little low. Does seem to be fighting this a little bit more than a bus normally does.
$500. 400.
There's the GoPro view. Quite good, isn't it? Nice. Oh, I like that. Like that a lot.
200. 100.
There he is. Gear up.
60, 50,
Oh,
40,
that's it.
30, 20, 10.
Whoa.
Hard.
Oh, it slammed that down, didn't it? So flaps 1. There we go. Maximum continuous thrust, manual. Spoilers away, actually. That would be good, wouldn't it? Let's not take off with spoilers.
1,200.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Remaining.
Autopilot is going on.
And up to 3,000 feet. Climb thrust. Flaps can come up. That was a bit better. That was a little bit better. I'm still panning around trying to get things because for some reason my little dial on here for doing my flaps seems to like multi-press. Coming up to 3,000 feet, so we can turn north. And we're going to swing all the way round back to the NDB. Still no one on approach, so we've still got full airfield bar EXS. Oh, Jet 2. Don't smoke, bad for you. The more drag is weird. Oh, see, did you see that? It's just put the spoilers out. Go away, I don't want spoilers. And we're going to keep swinging round all the way to the NDB. Now that chap's not called takeoff yet, so might get a bit touchy when we almost fly over him. But if he's not going to bother communicating, then I don't really care. There he is, he's lined up. If we can watch him take off. Well, high up enough that it doesn't really matter. There, he's rolling. Use Unicom, you nut job. Oh. That's what it's there for. Oh, this is twitchy. Alright. Anyone who's getting a bit motion sick. Not the only one. Rejected. Oh no, he's rotated. Oh, come on, come on. I can do this. Yeah, use Unicom next time, buddy. Would be very helpful. Considering we're pretty close together. So let's keep that turn going over to the East Midlands NDB. East Midlands East. Yeah, see, we're less than 3 miles, so less than 4 miles, so you really should have called that, mate. And I'm going to take flat 1 straight away, actually. And see if we can do this procedure even slower. A slower airspeed. Yeah, flat 1 allows the nose to come down a little bit more, so we can fly a bit flatter with the slats out. And there they are. Just the slats on the bus for flat 1, no actual flaps. You can see the slats. These things at the front allow the air to stay attached at higher angles of attack. A nice view. Oof, that's a bit trippy, isn't it? Hey, Flight Simmer, how's it going? Had it putting the speed brakes out again? I don't know why it does that. Really weird. So we'll fly past the NDB a little bit. We'll drop down to 2,500. Operational descent will be fine. And then we'll swing it around. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. This is, you join us on our... What will this be? This will be our third touch and go. Third touch and go here at East Mids. So let's get the turn going. Back up north. Or thereabouts. There's us passing through the glide. Ah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You see Ratcliffe yet? I should be able to. There it is. So we'll be coming up to the left of that. There's the airfield there. Keep the turn going. Around 300-ish. 30-degree intercept for the ILS. Is really the maximum intercept angle you can do. There's the localizer coming in, so alarm approach. And the second autopilot
is on.
That's I am that far too early, actually. But we've got Lockstar anyway. Glide slope's coming in. We can drop flap 2 in the turn. Bit naughty doing that in the turn, but meh. Let me see it. And we've got glide slope captured now as well, so we can put that back up to 3,000 feet. Wow, I'm actually quite impressed that it managed to do that from like a 60-degree intercept angle. Struggling on the glide, so we'll help it out with gear down and flap 3. Give us a bit more drag. Flipping out, that's just done an incredible job of capturing that. Holy moly. Well done. So we'll arm the spoilers. So gear is down now, Blue. back to 269. So it's all ready to rock and ruin. We'll call final. That Jet 2's long gone. Off to Alicante. Mallorca. Oh, and we've just got London Centre come on.
1,000.
No, Alicante's mainland. Being a div. Not the first time, won't be the last. 1,000 is checked.
27.
Yeah, so London Centre, South Centre's come on, so 132.6. So
500. 400.
So we'll go over to London South Centre.
200. 60, 50, 40, 30.
On the control holes, after the G1 degree, land, clear to land.
Flaps 1. Spoilers away. Maximum continuous thrust. Fight that wind. Got on full rudder. Rotate.
1,200 meters. 900 meters. Remaining.
Positive rate is established. Gear up.
Autopilot is going on.
And up we go. Prime thrust.
Q8, G7 from 8, the battery hours approach, 22 to the last.
Level 80, expect 271 for security.
Ready, 8, Mike, Charlie, on control, good afternoon, hold session, I was going to do this more. Related Mike, Charlie, out 1, clear to the Southampton, 2, Mike, Parker, 42243.
I'm just going to shut this door because the washing machine's going in. It's better.
Good. 8, Mike, Charlie, read back correct, behind the landing, going 737-500, 4-mile final, via Alpha, line on promise, you see track behind.
Traffic, I'm waiting for technology, EGNX.
Waiting to get in on the blooming frequency, yeah? Be interesting to see what he wants to do, because he might just end up vectoring us all the time, but I want to keep doing the procedure, really. London Control, Monarch 261.
Monarch 261, London Control, as message.
Monarch 261, 3,000 feet at East Midlands. We're doing the ILS procedural for touch and goes.
Monarch 261, understand you're doing multiple hours approaches from a G7 like the full procedure over the air command echo, is that correct?
A firm, yeah, that's correct. Monarch 261.
Pacific 1 Roger, you can continue doing that at your discretion. You can monitor this frequency. If you need anything, let me know, but there's no one up there, so you can continue with that.
Yeah, Roger, we'll continue and monitor as well. We'll give you a shout if we need you. Cheers, Monarch 261.
Thanks. Cargo 547, turn around from Sierra, contact ground.
That is mega controlling. That is fixed exactly with what I want to do. I'm sure if I'd said, actually, I want radar control, I'm sure he would have given it to us. But it suits me to just keep doing the procedure. Suits me down to the ground.
Request taxi to runway 27 right.
So we'll do that. We'll probably do 2 more touch and goes, I think. Hopefully, we might get some traffic at East Mids. And if we do, what we'll do is we'll flick over to Euroscope and we'll do some controlling. We'll do some ground controlling at East Mids. But at the moment, it's just us here.
Holding at Bravo Yankee 1, requesting taxi to runway 27 right.
So sticking on flaps 1 for this procedure.
Hello, turn right, link 21, link 22, hold at Alpha 2.
Turning right to link 21, link 22, holding at Alpha 2, Scandinavian 536.
Philippines 7871, do you see East Scandinavian Airlines Boeing 737 ahead and to your right?
So we can go down to 2,000 feet on the operational descent.
Philippines 7871, thank you, follow Scandinavian, hold at Alpha 2.
We'll fly out a bit on the NDB.
Following 77, holding an Alpha view, Philippines 7871.
Ebit 885 Charlie, circle 1 turbulence, 5 knots, runway 26 left, ready for takeoff. ET8 6 Charlie Echo, climb map level 230.
Well, I should be timing this really, so we always hit a similar point, but I'm pretty much just doing it visually. Which is sort of cheating for instrument approaches, but there we go. So round we go to north, just to make sure the aircraft turns the right way.
Red 152, squawk 0302, Auckland for Bravo arrival.
Well, he didn't give us a squawk, interestingly. Oh, well, we had a squawk from the ground controller, so that'll still be...
Squawk 0302.
That might still be valid.
And then 532, 721, 237 knots, Alpha 2, clear checkoff, runway 27 right.
There's Nottingham up there. Nottingham if you prefer.
Red 152, defense level 1.
So the aim with doing circuits like this, or doing any procedure like this, is that each time you get a little bit better. And that's what I want to happen, really. There's the localizer. We know it can do it now.
Second autopilot is on.
And we're quite close to the glide, so I do want to get it in. Sorry, this is a bit loud, isn't it? No,
28, turn left, heading 240 degrees, descend south to
there we go. Hopefully that's a bit better.
1018.
Left heading 240 down to 6.
We'll take flap 2. And we'll take gear down since we're coming in miles off the ILS here. So we're going to go manual for this one. And we'll fly the ILS manually. So it's an instrument approach. That's what I want it to be. So I'm not looking out the window, I'm following the diamonds. I will look out at the window at decision, or just before decision. So speed brakes are armed, gear is down 3 green, no blue on the ECAM, upper ECAM. We can get 3,000 feet keyed in there. We can get 069 keyed in there.
You see 226, so you're just reading that off your flight plan, that's nowhere near what I said. Direct Mayfield, Mike Alpha Yankee, Mayfield VOR and the Laurel for Quebec arrival.
Ah, that's funny. So, flying it by hand, we're doing exactly what the aircraft does, trying to keep these diamonds in the middle. Or you can follow the flight director.
Make LCNC and roll for Quebec arrival for EZ206 EZ206 flanks, scope 03.
So following the flight director, you're basically just following these two green lines.
1,000.
Scope 03.
Since we've got that facility.
Approaching 27.
So I'm doing my usual thing of descending too low, but I'm trying not to look out the window.
Red 457, London Patrol, hello, scope 0363, Ockham for Bravo arrival.
Could you repeat squawk please in Yakum 4 Bravo arrival, Steamer 457?
Red 457, scope 0363.
So feet and pedals, let's be ready for this crosswind.
London Center, Philippines 7871, number 1 for departure, runway 27 right.
Roger.
500.
Yeah, you don't
400.
need to do that unless you've been waiting a while.
I'm in control, good afternoon, Shuttle 1 0 Bravo with you.
Shuttle 1 Bravo, London Control, hello, Willow 3 Bravo arrival, route direct to Kittley.
200.
We're
Alright, Kidley, Willow 3 Bravo for Shuttle 1 0 Bravo.
100.
not great on the localizer here.
Philippines 7871,
60,
line up,
50,
runway 27 right.
40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Line up, runway 27 right. Philippines
I've taken that because the wind's blowing right to left,
now, flight level 1,
so it's going to blow us on course. If I was the other side of the runway, I certainly would have gone around there.
Climbing flight level 1 side 0 Scandinavian.
Max thrust, max continuous thrust.
Max Charlie, climb level 330.
200
and flight level 330, so when I take my challenge.
remaining.
London Control is the 8080, we are requesting the Ockham 1 Delta arrival to Heathrow.
Lovely. Look at that view.
We're checking in there with that easy 8080.
Autopilot is going on.
I'm requesting the Ockham 1 Delta, the arrival from Heathrow.
Thrust reduction altitude, so we can go to climb thrust. And same again, up to 3,000 feet.
Easy 882 is going to be the Bovington 4 Alpha arrival after the Honolulu or Bovington 4 Alpha.
Roger, that would be the Bovington,
And round we go.
Bovington 1 Alpha, arrival.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that was just a guess. It's Bovington 4 Alpha, Bovington 4 Alpha.
Oh my god! Oh, I love this controller already! Arvid Hansen. Oh, you are my new UK VATSIM hero controller.
3,000 feet for Speedway 28.
Grid 28, verified clear down control from a 27 line.
Oh, yeah, you beaut.
Fairland runway 27 left, Speedway 28.
Grid 457, when ready, descent level 130, level by Hazel.
I'm just gonna...
for Hazel, Steamer 457.
Again, 532, climb now means climb now,
Roger.
climb now, for level 150.
I've just sent him a private message asking if he can put an ATIS up for his mids. Just because I think these winds have picked up. Which is weird, because I'm looking out the window.
7871,
It doesn't look windy out. But, so, stick on flat 1, that's good.
Shuttle 10 Bravo, when ready, descend level 150, level by Kidley.
And flight level 150, and just confirm the level by was it Kisley?
That's correct, 150 by Kisley.
Hey fan, thanks, shuttle 10
Flight control, hello, Canberra 1, flight level 190 inbound only.
Number 1.
Number 1, run control, hello, Bluffington 4 Alpha arrival.
Bottom 4 Alpha, Canberra 1.
Got a bit of downtime here, hopefully. Hopefully I'm just waiting to see if an ATIS comes up for East Mids. And we can update our stuff. What's that?
EC2064, D10 level 200.
I can just go ahead and get a Meta EGNX. Wind 220 degrees 9 knots, QNH 1017.
EGA0, question descent to flight level 980.
Temperature is 17 degrees still, so everything else is still correct.
You can descend for level 150, level by socket, that's going to be it for now.
Still got loads of fuel on board, 7.5 tons, we've only used a quarter of what we've got. We'll do a few more, not too many though. Don't keep the arse out of it too much, there's loads of Dash 8s up and about at the moment. What was that?
Foxtrot for Lima Charlie, Oscar November, understanding for the last 10 visual circuits. And I think your flight path seems to be somewhere in Africa, so I'm guessing that's incorrect.
Foxtrot, Alpha November, sorry, we'll refile again. Thank you for the update.
No, that's fine, I was just asking for intentions. I understand you want to do visual circuits that big and hell, is that correct? That's what I asked.
Foxtrot, Alpha November, Roger, let's have visual touch and go circuit.
Operational descent. Range to 130.
Foxtrot Alpha Lima Charlie Oscar November Roger. After departure, enter the left-hand visual circuit, representing 170 degrees 8 knots from the 03 code takeoff.
I love this guy.
Vehicles, after departure, left-hand visual. Foxtrot Alpha November.
2,500.
Speedbird 2H on my 27 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27 left, Speedbird 28.
No winds.
Scandinavian 532, climb level 350.
Finding flight level 350, Scandinavian 532.
Speedbird 152, descend flight level 80, level by Ockham.
Oh, we've got a Ryanair coming in from Barcelona. He's still South France at the moment.
Speedbird 457, reduce speed 250 knots, descend flight level 100.
Flight level 100, reducing speed 250 knots, 457.
Right, let's bring around.
Number 1 request is on.
Number 1, descend flight level 150, level by socket.
Level 150, level top at Camber 1.
Yeah, Camber 1. Find a 777-200. Manchester to Heathrow. So I think we'll do 2 more. This one more. And then we'll call it a day. No one else is turning up. I'll probably be on a bit later on, maybe this evening. Do some controlling.
Class 5 level 210, 37871.
Second autopilot is on.
Charlie 846 Tango Bravo in a terrible aircraft. Direct Manchester, do you think, will that work for you?
It'll work for me, but it'll probably be too awkward for you. Route direct Clippy joins the Royal Free Golf arrival.
Lovely, all the way down to Cliffy for the Laurel 3, Golf Susie 46 Tango Bravo.
And easy 46 Tango Bravo, when ready, descend flight level 200.
When ready, descend flight level 200, Susie Tango Bravo.
Easy 8080, descend flight level 80.
They've clearly got some chat between them.
Descend flight level 80.
He's currently west of Anglesey.
Philippines 7871, are you planning on going to Manila today? Because right now it looks like you're going to Scotland.
Oh, I flipping love this guy. Oh, Jesus. Right, flat 2, gear down.
Financial Dispatch, Foxtrot Oscar November, runway 03, quick touch and go.
Foxtrot Oscar November, 03, quick touch and go. Thank you very much.
Seabird 152, leave Ockham, heading 075, vectoring ILS, 27 left.
Right, flat.
Speech
of flat 3.
Vectors for ILS approach on 27 left.
This is a better approach. Nice long approach.
Negative, leave Ockham, heading 075.
Very accurate heading. It's normally to the 10s. Good.
And again, that was also leave Ockham, heading 075, not turn immediately.
No, that's just confusing.
Ockham heading 075, sorry about the speedboat 150.
Speedbird 457, Ockham, heading 075, vectoring ILS, 27 left, descend flight level 900.
Leave Ockham heading 075, expect extra 5 left,
1000.
left, 7 5 left, 90457.
EC 8080, report indicated airspeed.
That'll be 220 knots to the 8080.
27.
EC 830, you were stepped on, say again.
220 knots is the 8080.
Okay.
EC 830,
No spoilers. 3 green, no blue.
For your stage of flight, will you be able to give me 260 knots at least for now?
Roger, 260 knots for the 8080.
Nice.
Chamber 1, reduce speed 250 knots for sequence, descend flight level 900.
500.
That's cool. It's fighting this glide for the wind, isn't it? Right, we've got land, so feet on pedals.
Philippines 7871, you still with me?
300.
GeForce 7871.
Okay, I have 2 quick questions for you. What are you doing and where?
300.
Right, manual control because it's having a right field there. Yeah.
Having problems with my flight control.
70, 60, 50, 40, 30.
Okay, main tension.
Retard.
And that's nose wheel down, so flaps 1. Boilers away. Maximum climb thrust. Continuous thrust.
Nothing further for fix the change approved.
You can reduce you guys for like good afternoon.
Rotate.
Yeah, DC 86 Charlie Echo, nothing further for fix the change approved.
Remaining.
John X1 Alpha Charlie, nothing further for fix the change approved. Speedbird 152, descent altitude 5,000 feet, QH1018.
Autopilot is going on.
Descent to 5,000 feet, QH1018 is speedbird 152.
Red 457, descent flight level 70, reduce speed 220 knots.
4, 5.
670, reducing speed 60 knots, Stephen 447.
EC 8080, leave Bovington heading 125, vectoring ILS 27 left.
Roger, leave Bovington on a heading 125, is the 8080.
Chamber 1, leave Bovington heading 125, speed 220 knots, vectoring ILS 27 left.
3,000 feet.
Roger,
There we go. It doesn't have to slam those ailerons in, does it?
Tango 1 leaves Bovington, confirm Bovington on 25220 knots for 27 knots.
Tango 1 is Bovington, not Bovington having 125 and 220 knots.
125 off of Bovington, speed 220.
So, last one of the day, let's make this good.
And to the child who has a bit too patiently been trying to check in for the past 5 minutes, now is a good time to go.
On the center, fan 37871. Request. Going back to the London Heathrow Airport, we have problem with our flight controls.
Philippines 7871, roger, turn right, heading 120 degrees, descend flight level 70, it will be vectoring for the LS approach, runway 27 left, you're number 5.
Number 5 on a pan. Rip.
Flight level 70 and 120. 1378.
Oh, it's the first time I've heard a
8080, reduce speed to 220
pan on that sim actually.
Finishing speed 220 knots,
But I've heard a couple of Maydays. I've done a pan.
Control this drive to 198 on Stansted.
Oh, look, the clouds drop in.
Ready for takeoff.
Ryanair 7498, London Control, hello, surface wind 180 degrees, 10 knots, runway 22, cleared for takeoff.
Please take off on Ryanair 598. London Control, I'm doing wings 246
Jesus, move your face away from
Euro
me.
wings 2464, London Control, hello, move your microphone and more centimeters away from your mic. The Lamborn 3 Alpha arrival, but I will need you to redirect to Logan first. Lima Oscar Golf Alpha November, join the Lamborn 3 Alpha arrival.
And he's broken. This is why, right, you have a piece of paper in front of you.
152, turn right, heading 300.
You write down what he said, you read it back straight away. And he says, and if he doesn't say anything, then what you've written down is correct. Then you go and try and find it in your flight computer. You don't try and find it in your flight computer and then read back, because then you get a load of dead time on the radio and it's no fucking good.
Did you copy?
Yeah, sorry about that, someone interrupted. Turn 300 degrees and descend 4,000 feet and descend with the aircraft.
Thanks, it's not your fault, don't apologise. There were other people being rude. EV 2064, defense
I fucking love this guy, he's so triggered. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Beamboat 457, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1018.
So let's get the latest weather then, if we've got 1/8 coming in.
10 Bravo, descend flight 80.
So still 1017, 220 degrees 9 knots, 17 degrees, so nothing's changed here. Still bloody chilly outside.
QNH 1018.
So vectoring towards the NDB.
Ryanair 7498, report your passing altitude, climb now 570.
Under control, Satellite Romeo with you at holding point time for Heathrow 27 right departure.
Why have you just cut him up?
Shuttle 8, instruction wait for your return, Ryanair 7498, go ahead.
Ryanair 7498, for Ryanair 7498, I couldn't hear the full transmission, so just repeat.
Ryanair 7498, report your passing altitude and climb now, flight level 70.
People are dicks.
We are at 4,000 right now and climbing to 70, Ryanair 7498.
Thank you, speedway 457, turn left.
EasyJet 46 Tango Bravo is the guy who's having banter with, has just given a bollocking to the Eurowings. Just said Eurowings 2464 wants to stop talking over everyone. That's
Seabird
hilarious.
152, runway 27 left, clear to land.
See, I want to do more touch and goes now, just so we can stay on and listen to this, because it is proper funny.
532, frequency change approved. EP2064, turn right, heading 060 degrees, vectoring Alice approach, runway 26 at Luton.
Right, coming over these fields again. I'm just going to fly a touch more than I have been doing.
EP8080, turn left, heading 115.
Jesus, it's busy at London. Look at it.
Turn left, 115.
Oh, look at the clouds. That looks cool.
Philippines 7871, turn right, heading 240 degrees. It'll be vectors through the localizer.
Turn right, heading 240, Philippines 7871. Alright.
He's the guy with the pan.
7498, climb throttle 320.
Climb 320, and around 758.
Eurowings 2464, descend throttle
This is the guy who
200,
keeps stepping
redirect
over
to
everyone.
Lima Alpha Mike.
Lima Alpha Mike, descend throttle 200, Eurowings 2464.
2,500.
457, turn left heading 300 degrees, while localizer established 27 left, descend on the glide path.
300, descend localizer established. 27 left, start the glide path.
And we're proper IFR conditions now, boys and girls.
457, maintain 160 knots or greater until 4 DME.
Yeah, 47, I think.
EC8080, reduce lead 180 knots, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet and reduce to 180 knots to the 880.
Camber 1, descend altitude 5,000 feet, EGNX 1018.
5,000, EGNX 1018, Camber 1.
So we actually flew out a bit too much there.
Turn right, heading 185.
We'll come in at a 30 degree insert.
Turning right, 185, 88.
We'll arm the approach.
Second autopilot is on.
Philippines 7871, turn right, heading 29er. Correction, turn right, heading 270 degrees. Descend altitude 5,000.
And we'll take flap 2.
I
I was going to make this the last one, but I'm going to do one more. We got the fuel, we got loads of fuel. Just because I'm loving this control then. I'm loving it.
Turn left, heading 280 degrees.
Gear down.
And runway is heading, sorry, goes in for easy.
Flap 3.
280 degrees.
We've got Lockstar. Glide's coming in.
EC8080, turn right, heading 240 degrees, descend sharp 3,000 feet, while localizer established, 27 left.
On the spoilers. Glide slope star.
Order, turn left onto 270 degrees, descend 5,000 feet. So descend 3,000 feet and when established.
So landing configuration. Here is down 3 green and blue.
1, turn left, heading 1.
Which I checked before we
reduce speed 180 knots. You're now.
Before we flick the view, of course.
3100, speed 180, and 110.
Philippines 7871, turn right, heading 295.
That's the guy with the pan.
Join the localizer, runway 27 left.
Turn right, heading 5,771.
Speed 150, going right.
Spirit 152, roger, turn right, heading 030 degrees, climb altitude 4,000 feet.
You didn't go around it. Heathrow. Runway's like bloody halfway around the world, it's that long.
And climb 4,000 feet, speed of 1.
Spirit 457, 2 to the left, clear to land this aircraft, company A319, went around, no reason as of now.
Here's time only 27 left and we have chopped inside, so 457, thanks.
Spirit 152, say reason to go out.
On finals I wasn't stable, speed by 1.
Roger, Frank. Second. Philippines 7871, maintain 180 knots, cleared IRS, 27 left.
Maintain 180 knots, cleared for ILS, runway 27 left.
EC 8080, reduce speed 160 knots, maintain to 4 DME.
Roger, 160 knots until 4 DME.
That's absolutely unreadable. EC 2064, turn left, heading 255.
He's still got his microphone so far down his throat that it's coming out of his ass.
West heading 255 and then 255.
Hard, if you've got one of these mics, put it on your chin. Oh, it's fine, man. Not because if I do that, you can't hear anything. Whereas if I put it there, you can hear it. Like you can, it's just easy. All right, I've got a decent mic here, like, but I used to use a headset. Still do sometimes.
In front of the guy who can't control his airplane.
Correct.
Thanks.
Manual control. Because this is I don't know why it's going really unstable.
Low Alpha 2, to the right, clear takeoff, 140 degrees, 9
70, 60.
Roger, clear takeoff, fire Alpha 3, shuttle Lake Romeo.
Shuttle 10 Bravo, turn right, heading 070 degrees, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1018.
Right, heading 070 down to 6,000 on 1018.
Trying to do this without any knowledge of my speed or anything. I can't even see where I'm going. This is really hard.
Right, heading 105 speed of
1,200 meters. 9.
Oh, that's a tail strike.
Meters.
That's because I can't see my speed.
100 meters.
So.
Philippines 7801, that's correct. Make Kenya 117, London Prime, power level 230. Number 1, turn right, heading 240 degrees, descend altitude 4,000 feet, runway 27 left, descend on the right path.
Oh, and flaps went all the way up as well. And the spoilers didn't go up even though yeah, don't try and land and do a full touch and go whilst you're not looking at the controls. That's really hard.
Descend 130 level by 1 by runway 2D46 Tango Bravo.
EC 2064, turn left, heading 170 degrees, descend altitude 3,000 feet.
So this will be the last one then. So we'll do a full flat landing. There's 3,000 feet round to the north. There's Derby Power Station.
Clear to land and 27 left is EGNX.
Or Shardlow, I think.
Email 457, turn left on Alpha, contact ground 1G1.7.
In all this carnage, I assume he's pretty happy with us because he's well, we've got no traffic, so it's not a problem, but he's probably just keeping an eye on us and just seeing us go blah 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 blah, making a lovely little bow tie shape in the air.
Speed restriction, continue approach.
Keep the turn going. Round to the NDB. Non-directional beacon.
Chamber 1, no speed restriction.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Stop cutting people up. It's not hard.
Ryanair 7498, frequency change approved.
I need some sugar.
Kilo Quebec Alpha 117 is with you at 6,000 feet.
Right. The caller is Kenya. You just said you requested text, and now you're talking to me. Tell me what you want, and then we can proceed. I'm not taking 3 things at once, please.
Could you please repeat for Ryanair 7498?
Ryanair 7498, frequency change approved. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
EC8080, give way to British Airways, turn right on Alpha, contact ground 121.7.
Roger, give way to British Airways and contact ground on that frequency across Island, which has been JJ.
On that frequency.
Philippines 7871, 27 left, clear to land.
Land level 27 left, Philippines 7871.
Shuttle 10 Bravo, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, turn right, heading 325.
This guy's just so much fun.
That's 3,000 feet, confirm right, turn to 325.
Negative, turn left.
Confirm left to 325, thanks, Shuttle 10 Bravo.
EC2064,
See,
turn
people
left,
get stuff
heading
wrong. Just don't
07
be a pain in the
degrees.
ass about it. It's fine.
Right, west 070
Have your pen and paper. Write it down. Don't try and key it in and look for stuff and it just doesn't work. Unless you're in something small like a little Cessna and you know, you haven't got 1,000,001 buttons and flight computers and all this stuff. Much easier.
Eurowings 2464, turn left, heading 270 degrees, vectoring ILS 27 left.
ILS 27 left, turn left, heading 240.
270.
Negative 270.
270.
EC2064,
He's still got his
turn
microphone
left,
halfway
heading
down his bloody
340
gob.
degrees.
I don't understand it.
west heading 340.
So flight 4 approach this time, so we've got that in. We do need to update this to a full config landing.
One localized established, 26 left, depend on the climb path.
Sorry, say again, Shuttle 10 Bravo.
Shuttle 1 to Bravo, turn left now heading 230 degrees, for localized established, 6 left, depend on the climb path.
Yeah, because it's just an NDB approach for this. It's look at that nice little vortex coming over there.
7871, give way to EGNX, turn right on Alpha, contact ground 121.7.
Keeps talking over.
On the ground 1217, Philippines 7871.
Give way
Yeah,
to
just give half of that, that's fine as well. We went 152, turn right heading 240 degrees.
Oh, fuck me. It's so funny.
Shuttle 8 Romeo, climb now for level 360.
He's not funny, he's just saying what he sees. It's proper catchphrase like
Climb 360, Shuttle 8 Romeo.
Operational send down to 2,500 for the last time today.
Cleared ILS, only 26.
West heading 30,
APU master can come on. We won't start the APU just
Number
yet.
1, runway 27 left, clear to land.
3127 left, will be vacated left, camber 1.
2,500.
Eurowings 2464, turn left, heading 180 degrees, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Nah. Doesn't want to do it.
Eurowings 2464, turn left, heading 180 degrees, descend to
Oh, I didn't go
altitude
right to
4,000
130.
feet.
I'm too busy listening to the comedy. So we're going to be, yeah, we're going to be a steeper turn, and it's going to be a shallow angle.
Aircraft on runway, are we expecting him to move?
There's no Vatson aircraft on the runway, so that must be in your sim.
Oh wow, that's kind of
Yeah, both the EasyJet and the Philippine that landed prior to you are on Alpha now. Seabird 152 looks a bit windier than I expected. Turn left heading 210 degrees, descend to altitude 2,500 feet.
210 degrees and
Fair enough.
2,500 feet speed of 1.
Shuttle 16 Bravo, 26 left, clear to land.
Good land, Shuttle 10 Bravo.
26 left.
7.25, okay, run the other one.
What was that?
Zap 1525 London Hello, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Okay, takeoff runway 22, Shuttle 1525.
Seabird 152, turn right, heading 235, clear ILS, 27 left.
Turn right heading 235 to ILS Bridge, runway 27 left, Seabird 1.
Seabird 1, trust 1 able, contact ground, 121.7, bye-bye.
121.
EC46 Tango Bravo, descend
Flat two.
70, leave Barkway, heading 0.
Yeah, because we didn't turn right out of the NDB, we've overshot the turn, but that's fine because we've got a little bit more distance as a consequence of not turning right.
Taxi stand of choice.
Circle line runway 36, EG206.
On the show, Delta, no transline 483, descending 50130.
No transline for 3 London Road, scope 0345, Rapid
Second
1
autopilot
Golf,
is on.
So approach sound.
0, level by L2.
Scope 0345, F6 1 Golf, descend 50130, that's L2.
Gear coming down.
Seaward
Lights are on.
150, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Flat 3.
187 left, clear to land to you, 150.
Eurowings 2464. What? Why are you turning?
I think the last thing he was given was 180. Seems to be what I remember.
Shot delayed, Romeo, frequency change approved, line.
Foxstar, Glide Slope Star.
See you come, bye-bye, thanks for the service. Chevrolet Romeo.
Flat full.
Right. London Control, good afternoon, this is Chanex 151 with 1830 at flight level 280.
Chanex 1518 London Hull, Abbott 1 Charlie arrival, run ready, descend throttle 180.
Spurs round.
Descent to flight level, sorry, Miss Matt.
Here's down 3 green, no blue on the ECAM.
180, Chanex 1518.
Flight level 180, Chanex 1518.
What's brakes to set on medium?
1525, report passing altitude, climb now, flight level 110.
I'm going to try and get off at Sierra if I can.
2500.
Jesus, what?
Whatever happened in your sender, you might want to check that.
I think the apocalypse happened.
Eurowings 2464, reduce speed 160 knots, maintain to 4 DME.
It's all going wrong on London Control today.
Oscar, you're already cleared in the left-hand initial circuit. What are you looking to change?
We are London picking up.
Oh, you teleported, did I see? Give me 1 second, let me find you.
He's jumped from Pigeon Hill into London City, and he's wanting to do VFR circuits at City, which you can't do because it's in the London TMA. You can't fly VFR. Sure you can't.
EC46 Tango Bravo, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1018.
6,000 QNH 1018, EC46 Tango Bravo.
This is just down at shore a minute.
That's 1525,
Right, okay.
direct Conan,
So getting in close here. Couple of miles. We'll stick with the autopilot. See if it manages to handle the speed a bit better, or the altitude a bit better. Definitely seems to be handling it a lot better on flap full rather than flap 3. I think flap 3 it just doesn't like.
EC46 Tango Bravo, there's no speed control, Q2 miles to touchdown, descent altitude 4,000 feet.
3 speed, descent 4,000, EC46 Tango Bravo.
That's the banter guy.
100.
Eurowings 24640, set a line.
Ready on the reverses.
70, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Interestingly, it's not calling
Unit
minimums.
15239 on Alpha, contact ground 121.7.
Why am I not getting reverse?
Turn left on Alpha and contact ground 121.7. Thank you for your service.
I'm not getting reverses for some reason. Right. Let's get out of this madness. I think we've just missed Sierra.
Set APU on.
Yeah, we have. So we'll come off at Mike. It's going to be a while to be able to taxi. So coming off here at Mike.
Also, Austin November, so only 27.
Set barrow reference, Captain.
EC46 Tango Bravo, descent altitude 2,500 feet and right, heading 135.
Descent altitude 2,500 feet and right, heading 135.
Set barrow reference, Captain.
Tango Bravo.
Offset barrow reference.
North
What's wrong with the
Transline
barrow
483,
reference?
fly heading 065, vectoring LS 26 left, descent level 980.
Filing 065, descent level 980, no trans.
What barrow reference? I don't need some barrow reference. I'm on the flipping floor, you nutter.
Descent level 110, level by Lapra would be great if you can.
Down to flight level 10.
So flaps away, spoilers away. Landing lights can come off, runway turn-offs can come off.
The Dash 8 Delta on the ground at shore at
Set barrow reference, Captain.
Oh, Dash 8 Shoreham to Innsbruck.
Yeah, T3 your flight plan shows big and hell, verified departure airport Shoreham.
Oh, I'll change that now, right?
Don't worry, break EC46 Tango Bravo, turn right heading 195 on
That's
local
Fraser, he's another controller actually as well.
You stand on the right path.
Right, heading 195, and it's safe, only 246 Tango Bravo.
Why do my reverses not work? Oh, they're working now.
Eurowings 2464, now you decide to respond. How nice of you. Next time do it every time I talk to you, please. Contact ground 121.7.
The thing is, you can't argue it because we're all listening.
Reference, Captain.
Oh, shut up, set barrow reference. It's set 1017. Unhandled exception has occurred. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what
Captain.
application.
Set barrow reference, Captain.
Galaxy 2, 3 Delta, currents available advisory, please.
2 Delta, yeah, go ahead.
Galaxy 2, Delta is clear for London to Innsbruck on departure and to control airspace on track silver, landing altitude 6,000 feet, Shoreham QNH 1017, squawk
Need to put some grease on my rudder pedals, they're a bit icky.
Roger, cleared to Innsbruck after departure, agents controls airspace and track over.
Set barrow reference,
So,
Captain.
lights are off.
QNH 1017, squawk 0333, just
Galaxy 2, Delta, read back correct taxi at your discretion, device ready for departure.
Okay.
EC46 Tango Bravo, 7.200 degrees, 7 knots, runway 22, clear to land.
Just around runway 22, default to Tango Bravo.
ZAMP 1525, contact Brussels 131.1.
Brussels 131.1, correct, to service.
Set barrow reference, Captain.
Shut up, set barrow reference. No one likes you, go away. I shut that up.
Set barrow reference, Captain.
Right, okay, APU. APU's on.
Whatever you just made up for yourself, that's fine.
APU Jenny is on. Engine's off. Oh, hello. No, don't want mouse yoke. We want some ground services.
GeForce 1518, fly heading 260 degrees for vectoring hour for short from 82
Signal power.
Fly heading 2.
APU can come off and turn the heaters off.
Set barrow reference, Captain.
What's up? No. Can disarm the doors. Seatbelt signs and all that jazz can go off. And retract the lights.
Set barrow reference, Captain.
No. Jennies can come off. The Deers can come off. Excuse me.
Set barrow reference, Captain.
No, fuck off. Parking brake can come off. That can come off. I'm going to leave the power on because I might just send this guy a thank you. And there we are. Open some doors. And then we can jump out. Oh, it was V-Pilot that crashed.
6000-1018, trans 9483. GeForce 1518, details level 900.
Down to flight level 90, 1518.
Right, just sent him a quick thank you.
EC46, I'm Bravo, comes back ground 121,
reference, Captain.
5, bye. Ground 121, 75, bye. Thank you, level 6, hang about it. Hello.
I don't know why he's calling Shuttle 6 Tango Bravo, because it's EasyJet. Cheers, take care. Right, champion. Okay, external power away. Seriously. Bus tie can come off. Batteries off. For some reason the lights are still on. Not entirely sure why. Everybody's going spaz. Why are you still talking to me? I'm not going to set the barrow reference. We're cold and dark, you nutter. Excellent product by Aerosoft, but there's some little tweaks it could have. Anyway, that's it. That's 2 hours almost on the dot. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. And I might see you a bit later on to do some ground controlling. So until then, thanks for watching. Toodle pip. Bye.